What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to another episode of the In Between the Numbers Sports Podcast, Truck Edition, right? So I did not make a video yesterday because I was not feeling good. I'm still not feeling good. I think it's my sinuses or something like that, but I need to put out a video talking about National Signing Day, and more importantly, LSU's National Signing Day. So yesterday was the early signing day, right? And then a couple other kids around the country are probably going to be signing again in February, right? But the majority of a lot of the kids submitted their letter of intent to their colleges yesterday. So what does that mean for LSU, right? Well, LSU did phenomenal. They got 27 of 27, right? So they had 27 kids committed, right? As we know, a kid is not committed officially until they sign a letter of intent and they send it in, right? And so LSU went 27 for 27, and they had all of their guys' letters of intent before, I think, like noon, right? Which is impressive. So that lets you know that those kids are committed to LSU. That's what that tells you, right? If a kid is sending their letters fast as hell, right? They had all day to do it, right? Up until, it's been years past where like kids didn't even send their letter of intent on National Signing Day. I saw some of them started in really late. Everybody from LSU signing class sent their letters in super early, right? Before noon. That's impressive. That tells you that these guys are ready to get in on campus and help LSU compete for, a national championship, right? Now, if you look at the class, right, I'll try to put the list of signees on the screen, but if you go to On3 Sports and look at the class, right, LSU, Brian Kelly and that recruiting staff did a phenomenal job of addressing needs, right? They signed 6 defensive backs. So 6 defensive backs, cornerbacks, and safeties, right? They have guys that's coming back, right? So Sage Ryan is coming back. I don't know about Denver Harris and Deuce Chestnut, and you got Stamps and all those guys, right? So they got guys that's coming back that got experience, right? They signed 6 defensive backs, but they also got some guys out of the transfer portal. They signed a bunch of defensive linemen yesterday, right? I forgot the number. I didn't count how many defensive linemen they signed, but they signed a bunch of defensive linemen. They got guys coming back that's already on the team, and I believe they got a few guys out of the transfer portal. No, they didn't. Because LSU so far, did LSU? I can't remember. I don't know. I don't remember how many people they got out of the transfer portal so far. I know they got a cornerback. I know they got a safety. I know they got a quarterback, but I don't remember if they had a defensive lineman or not. But what I'm trying to say is that LSU, look, man, I've been tough on LSU, but that's my team, right? Like I said, Louisiana born and raised, been to plenty of LSU games. I'm going to the bowl game here in Tampa Bay, Florida, in a few days, right? Them versus Wisconsin. I'm eager to see how Nussmeier is going to do in his first true start, right? And so I've been hard on LSU, right? But like I tell y'all, I'm not going to apologize because I'm not one of those delusional LSU fans, right? When right is right, and when the right is right, I'm going to say it was right. And when wrong is wrong, I'm going to call out the wrong, right? So LSU did phenomenal yesterday. They literally addressed every need, right? They had issues at defensive back in the backfield, right? In the defensive backfield, they got defensive backs, right? Linebacker play wasn't that good. LSU in this class yesterday signed some of the most versatile linebackers in the top 300, right? So the ESPN 300, right? They signed some of the top linebackers, right? Like versatile linebackers, right? So the linebacker position is going to be good for years to come. And LSU, again, they signed defensive linemen, right? They got more wide receivers. More wide receivers. They got, if not the best running back in the country in Durham, right? In Cam Durham, right? And they got a really good 4-star quarterback. That 4-star, now I'm not gonna lie, the quarterback room, that that scares me, right? Because, you know, LSU got Nussmeier, they got Hurley, who signed yesterday, they got Ricky Collins, they got the AJ Swine dude, the transfer from Vanderbilt, they got a couple other kids, and then LSU is in the lead per the recruiting publications for Bruce Underwood, right? The #1 quarterback in 2020 in the 2025 class next year. So, I mean, someone might transfer out of that quarterback room at LSU, but that's good. Maybe that's a necessary evil, because just think about before Joe Burrow and before Jaden Daniels, quarterback play for LSU has been really, really inconsistent, right? Really, really inconsistent. So maybe that's a necessary evil, right? Maybe, you know, that's the spoils of war, when you got such dynamic talent that, you know, somebody got to move on, right? So hopefully that doesn't happen, but I would not be surprised if it did happen. But LSU was able to literally address every position on the field: quarterback, running back, wide receiver, tight end. Oh, I didn't even talk about the tight end. You know what? I'm not going to talk about that right now. I'm going to talk about that towards the back of this video. But yeah, tight end, offensive line, defensive line, linebacker, cornerback, safety, kicker. I think we signed 2 kickers. No, we signed a punter and a kicker, but I think either the punter that we signed is like the #1 punter in the whole country. So look, Brian Kelly is taking a lot of flack that I'm seeing on the message boards, because Matt House is still the defensive coordinator. But, you know, I want Matt House to get fired too. But listen, Brian Kelly did not fuck around yesterday with this signing class, right? You got to give Brian Kelly and that recruiting staff, especially Frank Wilson, the Godfather, credit, because they went out there and they literally got it done, right? Now, who do I think is going to be, who out of that class, who's going to touch the field early, right? Who do I think is going to touch the field early? I think it's going to be Cameron Durham, right? The running back from Duncanville, right? The dude had like 200 yards rushing in a state championship, a couple of touchdowns, a couple of tutties, right? He's going to touch the field early, right? LSU had 2 running backs transfer out out of that running back room. Cameron Durham is going to touch the field early at LSU, right? So he's one of them. Tre'Davious Green, like the 6'6" tight end from Zachary, right? That dude he's the #1 tight end in the country, right? LSU signed him. He's going to touch the field early. If you haven't seen this kid, go look him up. He's put together. He's going to be able to LSU's going to put some weight on him put some muscle on him before the first game of the season. And I guarantee you, he's going to touch the field early. He's going to touch the field early, right? So those 2 guys are going to touch the field early. That's offense, right? Who do I think is going to touch the field early on defense? Man, I don't know, but on offense, Tre'Davious Green and Cameron Durham, they're going to touch the field early. They're going to touch the field early. They're going to touch the field early. But yeah, I just wanted to get out here. Just wanted to get on here and, you know, make this video real fast. Let me know what y'all think about this LSU signing class, right? Again, 27 for 27. All the commits signed their letter of intent and sent it to LSU before noon yesterday. Now, a lot of people were saying we didn't sign any 5-stars, but, you know, that doesn't matter. We signed a lot of 4-stars, and we signed a lot of 3-stars who have the potential to develop into something more. Think Justin Jefferson. Think about him, right? He was a 3-star, and look at the dude's an all-pro wide receiver in the NFL. Won a national championship at LSU. So let me know in the comment section below what y'all think about our signing class. Let me know if y'all like it, if y'all don't like it. Also, keep in mind that LSU is still in play for the McKinley kid from Acadiana, right? Right, he's not going to sign until February, right? It's between LSU and Texas A&M. So he's a 5-star. So LSU is very much in play for him. And I forgot to say this, but pretty much all of the kids, except a few of them, that signed for LSU yesterday is from Louisiana. Either they're all from Louisiana, and so yeah, the majority of the 16 of the kids is from Louisiana or have connections to Louisiana. So 16 out of 27, something like that, right? It's a large amount. And you know, Brian Kelly is keeping his promise where he said they want Louisiana kids, and that's the way it should be, because why not play and win a national championship for your home state, for your family, right in front of the home crowd? So a lot of positives with this class that just came in. But let me know in the comment section what y'all think. Was this a good class? Was this a medium class? Was this a bad class? Let me know what y'all think. And of course, right, if you're not an LSU fan, if you're just a fan of the SEC, or you got a fan are you a fan of a team outside of the SEC? Hey, I'll talk with you about your signing class or just recruiting in general in the comment section below. I'm not. This is a college football segment, right? So I'm not just keeping it to LSU, right? LSU's my team, but if you want to talk about your team, hey, just drop a comment down in the comment section below. All right, until next time, I'm out.